Hi guys, it's Shaniqua Dasher and
Kayla Dasher
of Dasher Creations, and welcome to another episode of Who's That Hero? Women's History Edition. Today we will be honoring Jean Villepreux-Power, who is the inventor of the
Aquarium.
And we're going to be creating these really cool aquariums, these CIY aquariums from the Crayola CIY
Craft book.
So, sit back, relax, and let's get started.
Unless you're doing the craft.
Alright guys, so as you notice today I'm wearing my red framed spectacles, and that's because tomorrow I'll be having LASIK surgery. So this will be actually my last live where I'm actually a wearer of glasses. I love my glasses though, don't you? You do? Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Very pretty.
Thank you, darling. You're so sweet. So I decided to bring out my red frames for you today. So let's get our materials together. So the first thing you're going to need is either a jar, or you can use a glass jar, or you can use a glass vase. Just something with a cylinder shape or something that you can basically do your aquarium in. I used the jar for this one, but I wanted to also show you a plastic option. So these come in 2 packs at the store of dollars, and you can get these and use these. These are perfectly fine. They're plastic containers. They're actually perfect size and everything. You'll also need some foam. I cut the foam down to this size, so basically I just put the jar on top of the foam and then saw the size that it needed to be. I'd use the inside of the jar because if you use this outside part, it's going to be way too wide. So use the inside of the jar, and you can cut your foam with a parent using a craft knife or a regular bread knife, actually, because I cut it lengthwise and then I cut it around. Alright, and then you just pop it out. You'll also need some blue Crayola washable paint. You can use a regular paint, and then for our water around the top, you can use the craft stick, or you can use a paintbrush and just use your regular paint. Again, I just use the paint stick, because it's quick dry and I just like the way it feels. What is the big thing that we need? Model magic. So you need some model magic. I've actually already pre-rolled some out, but you'll need some Crayola model magic to make your fish, and then you'll need varying sizes of
Paper clips.
Okay, I actually just used 3 big ones, and then I kind of like folded them and bent them to make them the lengths that I needed. But you're gonna need one that's gonna be shorter, one that's gonna be a middle size, and one that'll be taller. And then last but not least, you'll need some paper, some green construction paper to create your seaweed, and then some scissors, of course, to cut that out. And I think that's it, right? Or and some glue.
Yes.
Some glue. So you can use some glue, or you can use tape. So we're using the school glue to put our paper clips inside of our seaweed, but in order to put them in the model magic, all you have to do is stick them up the model magic. So that's the beautiful thing of it all. So let's get started. All right.
Hey.
So the first thing you're going to do is make sure that you have your circle formed, and that's going to go inside. Go ahead and take the lid off of that.
Okay.
I put it back on. That's going to go on the inside of your aquarium, okay? But first, we want it to be a different color. What color should we make it?
Blue.
Blue, of course. So we would paint that blue, and just like magic, whoa! And now it's blue. All right, so now after you've made your water area blue, we have to make some what?
Fish?
Yeah, we gotta make some fish.
Yeah, I got that right.
Okay, so we have to make some fish. So you're gonna take your model magic. Here, you can get some of that. I'm gonna get a blue, and then first you're gonna roll it up in a little ball. So you don't want it to be too big, because remember, you have to fit your fish inside of this aquarium. But roll it up in a little ball. Roll it up in a ball like this size.
Sorry, just satisfying.
Oh my gosh, she loves playing with the model magic, so she's like obsessed. You're gonna roll it up in a little ball. So here's my ball. I'm gonna probably, and then I'm gonna flatten it out a little bit and get it into like a oval shape to make a little fish, okay? So literally all you need is this oval, and then you'll need like 2 triangles and then a face. All right, so I have this oval shape, and then Kayla, as you're doing that, you want to go ahead and let me read a fact about Jean Villepreux.
Sure.
All right, Jean Villepreux was born on September 24th, 1794. It's a long time ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, in a small village in France. When Jean was 18 years old, she walked 250 miles to Paris to become a dressmaker.
So you're saying when she was born, she was 18 years old?
No. When she was born, it was in 1794. But then later, when she was 18 years old, after she was born, she walked how many miles?
250.
250 miles to Paris. 250 miles is like walking from here all the way to Alabama. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I was about to say walking from here all the way to England, but you can't walk to England.
You can't walk to England. How do you have to transport to England?
Airplane.
Airplane or
Boat.
a boat. Yeah, because you're going to go across the ocean, which is what this aquarium has. Ocean animals. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So after you get your oval shape, let's get a triangle. So you can use a different color. What color would you like?
For the blue?
Yes. Well, no, you're doing yellow.
Oh, the purple.
Purple? Okay. So she's got purple. Yes. She's got purple. I've got red. So we just use different tools that we have around the house to manipulate our model magic. The first thing you always do when you get your model magic out, I had already pre-flattened it, but I just take a cookie cutter? No, cookie roller. Dough roller. Rolling pin!
That's not a rolling pin. I think that's like a cube.
This is a PVC pipe.
Oh.
But I usually take a rolling pin or a PVC pipe. I like to keep the PVC pipe because it's small and just easy. Take a rolling pin and roll out your model magic, and then you can cut whatever you need. Let's use the knife down here, and we're using a plastic butter knife, but use it flat on the table for safety, because even though it's plastic, you don't want to cut yourself. All right, may I borrow?
No!
Thank you.
Fine.
I'm gonna cut out a small, well, this is gonna be on a larger triangle, and then I'm gonna cut a really small triangle.
Why are you cutting a small triangle?
Small triangle for the fin.
Yay, I like cutting air.
Okay.
Don't you?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, so I'm putting this small little triangle at the top for a fin. Boom, 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 boom. And then I'm gonna put the bigger triangle at the bottom. I'm gonna use the pointed end, and then let it fan out to the flat. And then I'm just molding it onto the blue. There we go. So there we go. And bada bing, bada boom. Make sure it's stuck on there. And now it is, I'm pinching it. All right, so the last thing I wanna do is add a little face. Isn't it so cute? I'm gonna add a little face. So I'm gonna use red. And Kayla is getting her fish done as well. I'm gonna put a little eyeball here, and then I'm gonna take a little skinny piece and make a little worm, and then create a mouth with that. Cool. So he can smile. I'm actually gonna put this mouth all the way across him. Yes. There we go. I should give him an eye on the other side, don't you think? Yeah. Where's everyone tuning in from? Where is everyone tuning in from? And do you like to visit the aquarium where you live? We live in Atlanta, and we have, I think it's one of the biggest aquariums. So we love visiting the aquarium, don't you, Kayla?
Yeah, it's called the Georgia Aquarium or the Atlanta Aquarium?
Nope, it's the Georgia Aquarium. Yep. It's the Georgia Aquarium, so we love it. Oh my gosh. So my poor little fish, she's got a big eye on this side and a little eye on that side. And you know what? I like them just that way. It's cute. All right, so this is your fish. So once you have your fish, you need to create 3 sizes of paper clips, okay? You want one taller, one shorter, and one in between. And then, and I'll actually show you real quick now how to create your seaweed, okay? Your seaweed is easy. I just freehand it and draw some swirly lines. But a cool way that you can do this, I'm gonna cut a strip right now. A cool way that you can have coverage on both sides of your seaweed so that no matter what direction you're looking at your aquarium, it looks good, is you can take this and fold it down so that the tip has a folded piece over, and then you can create your swirly line. So then I'm just gonna cut a swirl, 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 tip. And then I'm gonna get right here to the tip, but I'm gonna leave a little folded piece open, but still make it a tip. And then I'm gonna swirl, swirl. There we go. Oh, let me clean that up a little bit. So now I have this little folded in half piece so that when I put my paper clip in here, it just sandwiches right. Whoa, we have a ghost.
Strange.
Strange. All right, so here we go. So what you're gonna do is you can have an adult help you stretch out the paper clip, okay? This is my longer paper clip, and I'm going to take the paper clip and put some school glue on both sides, or put some put some school glue on the inside of this, and then I'm just gonna stick my paper clip right there inside and then close it down like a sandwich. All right, and then once it's closed down, you'll be able to stick your seaweed, and it's dry, you'll be able to stick your seaweed down into your foam. Isn't that cool? So if you're not using foam, you can also be using cork board, like a cork board, but it may be a little harder for you to find the cork. So foam is always easy to find at your local craft store or dollar store. Yes.
Can I do the next one?
Do the next one what?
Seaweed.
Sure.
Yay.
Sure. All right. Read another fact about Jean villepreux-power.
After she got married, she became interested in natural history. She loved collecting, what's that, specimens of minerals, fossils, butterflies, and especially shells.
Ooh. So she became very fond of shells, and so she enjoyed studying all of those things, and she liked crabs and all of that stuff. So she studied marine life a lot after she got married to her husband.
Did her husband like marine life?
That's a great question, and the research I looked at about him about her did not mention much about James, but if we study James, I'm sure that we can find out. All right, here, you said you wanted to add the next one.
It's such a shame that there isn't a man's history month that we can learn about James. What?
You can learn about James anytime you want. You know? Have a men's history month.
Okay.
All right,
Really?
stick that in. Yep,
Yeah,
right
put it
there.
right
That's good. Wherever you want, really, but yeah, that's good. That's nice.
Ah, it's so satisfying.
It is satisfying, right?
I just want to poke the whole thing through if you don't mind.
Okay, girl.
I just want to check and make sure what's on the bottom.
All right. So now let's show them how to add the
Your
fish.
fishies.
Yes. So we're gonna show them how to add fish to and let me move our model magic out of the way. We're done with it.
Jeez. Look how cute they are, guys.
They're so cute. We're gonna show them how to add the fish to the foam.
Is it okay if I don't have a second side for my fish? The back side is just...
Yeah, it's fine. You don't have to have a double side. I just created a double side. Actually, those fish don't have double sides. All right, so now here you can take this. You're going to basically have a parent, remember, to unravel this for you at 3 different levels, and then you can take this piece and insert it in your model magic. Be careful not to mess up your fish. Yeah, your design, yeah. And I'm going to do the same for this one.
It looks like a little bean now.
There we go. There we go. And I stuck, and then you just stick it. Uh-oh. Hold on. I don't want this hanging out, so I'm going to push it up a little bit more. Here we go. Woo! It gave him a nice little shape. All right. And then I'm going to stick it down in the foam, just like that. And then you can stick yours in the foam.
Oh, Mine's taller than yours.
Yep, and he should be. He should be, actually. Put him in front of the seaweed so he's not hiding. Uh-oh, that's okay. Here, put him in front of the seaweed. There you go.
Alright. Our last fish looks a little similar to yours.
These are about the same height, so I'm actually going to make this a little bit taller. Alright, go ahead. Here you go.
Insert this fish?
Yep, sure. Insert that fish. I just made it a little bit taller. If you notice that it's a little too short, you can just make it a little taller. There you go. Whoa, isn't that better? Okay, all right.
Yes, I love opening these.
Yeah, it does feel really good to stick the seaweed down. Let me read one about Jean.
Wait. Nope, it's not in time order.
Oh, excuse me.
Time order.
Thank you. In 1832, Jean Villepreux-Power became the first person in the world to create aquaria for observing and experimenting with aquatic organisms. She designed 3 variations of her aquarium invention. So I know that the first one was a glass aquarium. And then the other one actually had like a cage, and then a cage surrounding certain organisms in the aquarium. And then the third one had a cage that lowered down so you could like insert animals or life inside of the aquarium. Here, and we can add this third. Oh, here, you can add this third piece of seaweed.
Yay.
And Kayla's getting everything situated. And literally we have one more step. This craft is super easy peasy, and it's really, really cute. And Kayla asked, she was like, Mom, I know it doesn't match my room, but
can I put it in there?
and I'm like, of course you can. All right. Oh. So you may notice that the fin may be out a little bit, and that's okay. You just get that fin on in there, okay? Yep. And then close it down.
Ah, the fish head are going down.
That's okay.
It's
We got them in.
sad.
All right, there we go. So the last step is we're going to take our, and you can literally do this with a Crayola permanent, take note permanent marker. You could do it with your washable paint here. We're just going to.
Can I fix it? I don't remember.
Oh, okay. She's fixing the head on the fish. All right, so now we're going to just put a little extra pizzazz around it, and we're going to put a little water. Kayla's going to draw the water while it's there, but remember, as you rotate it, don't let that touch the table. There you go. So she's drawing.
That's good.
Yep, that's great. Wavy water. Don't let it touch the table.
All
right.
There's an 80% chance of this touching.
80% chance.
And the other 20 is the percent of it.
Let me read something. In 1839, Jean Villepreux-Power published her first book, Physical Observations and Experiments on Several Marine and Terrestrial Animals. That was what it was in English. In French, I will not pronounce because I do not want to mess it up. So she published several books about marine life and what she studied and what she learned.
What? I just like playing fun.
Oh, Lord. Okay, let's close this phone and show them what the aquarium looks like.
Okay, let's just stick you up, little buddy.
There we go, and they're ready to
I'm a
go.
little sad you're eating.
All right, thank you. And there you have it, your very own aquarium inspired by Jean Villepreux-Power. All right, guys, give us what?
Before we go.
Oh, she wants to learn one more fact.
She died January 26, 1891, age 76.
She lived a very long life.
I thought she was going to die at age 83 for some reason.
Because somebody else passed away at age 83. Okay. Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this CIY craft. It is CIY craft month, and so we definitely couldn't end Women's History Month without doing a CIY craft. We love this craft, and we love using Model Magic. So let us know if you create this aquarium inspired by Miss Jean Villepreux-Power by hashtagging Crayola Crafts or Dasher Creations, okay? Any words before you go by Kayla?
I love the fish.
She loves the fish. Catch us next week as we do our final women's, is it last? Yes. As we do our final Women's History Month craft for Who's That Hero Women's History Month edition. We can't wait to create with you again. Don't forget to use hashtag Crayola Crafts and hashtag Dasher Creations in anything you create with us. We're excited to see what you've done. See you next time. Bye. My aquarium, your aquarium.
Our aquariums will stack on top of each other.
Stacking aquariums, stacking aquariums.
It's so fun. Stacking aquariums.
Stack them on the left.
Stack them on the right.
Stack them, stack them, stack them.
Stack them, stack them, stack them. Keep going.
Out of sight. Oh. All right, bye guys.
Bye.